guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming my second half of the school year plan for you guys. If you just watched my video last week, I went through my entire classroom, organized it, got rid of stuff we aren't using, and got inspired with the stuff that we do have. I went through my planner and kind of planned out a few activities for us for the second half of the school year. And so I wanted to go in and show you guys and tell you guys what I'm planning to keep the same, what's been working for us, and what needs to change. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, or if you didn't see my first plan with me video that I did at the beginning of the year, I have a 5-year-old daughter. She actually turned 6 this month, and she is currently doing kindergarten. We have planned on homeschooling her for years now, and so I already knew we were going to be homeschooling her going into this year, and that is what I planned for at the beginning of the year. And we also have a 7th grader. My son is in 7th grade, and he usually goes to public school, so we were planning on him going to public school, but with everything going on, we did decide this year to just keep both kids home. And so I am currently homeschooling both my 7th grader and my kindergartner, and it was kind of a last minute decision. So for him, I do pay for a curriculum, so there's not a whole lot of planning that has to be done for his stuff. But for my daughter, I kind of make it all on my own. I just piece it together with what I have, which I will show you guys in just a second. But for this second half of the year, I really want to try to make our school routine, or like our activities that we're doing, more cohesive between the two of them. We were trying to kind of do science and social studies together, which sometimes worked, sometimes it didn't. But now that we've been doing this for a few months, I think we have a pretty good handle on their schedule and what each kid is kind of learning and where they're at. And so I planned a few more activities that I thought that we could do together, and kind of came up with ways that it could be beneficial towards my daughter as well as my son, because they love doing stuff together, and it's just more fun when we can all sit down and do it together. Another thing that I am really challenging myself for this second half of the year is to really be present when the kids are doing their schooling. With my daughter, I kind of have to walk her through her stuff, but it doesn't take much time. She's usually done with school within an hour or 2 hours of like actual like worksheets and stuff, and then she just kind of plays and helps me clean and stuff like that. But I do want to be like more present, more hands-on with activities. I have a ton of manipulatives and toys and games and puzzles that I bought at the beginning of the year that we haven't even done yet. We haven't opened them, we haven't looked at them. So the whole point of getting all that stuff was that in my mind, I thought we could do just a little bit of worksheets and then do some fun activities, which definitely we can do, and that's what I'm hoping to do in the second half. I just feel like maybe the first half of the year, I don't know if it's because it was all last minute or because I just kind of got thrown off, you know, having to add my son in, but our schedule was just kind of all over the place. I had all these plans of like a very strict schedule, what we were gonna do, at what hour and how long, and that's just not gonna happen. The schedule flew out the window. That is something we're not doing the second half of the year. We are not trying to stick to a schedule. I really just kind of want to go with the flow, see what the kids are interested in. Like I said, I do pay for a curriculum for my son, so he does his schooling, whatever's required of him. But I do like to incorporate like trips to the park, or going on a little nature walk, or watching a documentary or something like that, that's just kind of like different and fun, and it's educational but also helps us pass the time, and we get to spend time together. So yeah, that is something that is going to be happening in the second half of the school year, is we are throwing out the schedule and we are going to be more flexible and more go with the flow, which is the exact opposite of what I normally like to do. I am a planner, but it just works out better for us that way. We're not always in the same mood. We're not always in the mood to do school. And so it's just better if we just kind of like work with each other and do what's best for us at that moment. So that's one thing I'll be changing. And then another thing that we are going to be doing the second half of the school year, which I did start doing in the first half, is more outings. Like, we got into a pretty good habit for the first, I would say, like, month that we had school, where we would have our breakfast, do all our morning stuff, and then we would go to like the park and walk the track, or go to the skate park or something like that. And it's really nice because with everybody else being in public school, or majority of people being in public school, those places are usually pretty empty. So we got to go to the skate park a few times where we were the only ones there, and it was really fun. And those kinds of things the kids just love, and I love getting outside. I think it's so good for them. It's not necessarily like sitting down and like learning about something in that moment, but I just think any kind of little adventure we can have together is a learning experience. So I do want to have more of those like fun outings and spontaneous moments, the best that we can with the circumstances we're in. So that is another thing that we're going to try to be more consistent with this second half of the year. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into my plan. My daughter, we're going to be kind of switching up her worksheets. She did pretty much everything in this kindergarten workbook the first half of the year. So she did quite a lot. We have some more like reading comprehension and stuff that we're going to be working on in this book. But as far as math goes, I found this book, which I already had on hand, and I found some fun activities in here that we're going to do. And then for math, we are just really going to focus on my manipulatives. I have stacking blocks, I have like pattern boards, pattern blocks. We're going to focus on like colors, shapes, doing stuff like that. Legos, she's obsessed with the Legos right now, building blocks, stuff like that. We're going to do more hands-on stuff for math. And she's also been doing addition and subtraction. She's catching on to that really quick, so we'll keep incorporating that. She has shown an interest in telling time, which I feel like isn't something you normally teach in kindergarten, but I'm trying to just like follow her interests. So we do have a little activity that I made. I showed it on here in a vlog, but it's just like a magnetic board with little timestamps, and then she draws or like moves the hands to what time it is. So we're going to focus on that kind of stuff for math. And then for social studies and science, I am going to incorporate her stuff with my son. So what I've decided we're going to do is my son watches videos, and then he has like assignments and tests for what he does. So basically for like science, one of the units he's going to be doing is human body. So while he's doing his video, I'll be going over something with my daughter that's correlated but like more at her level, and then we will kind of talk about it. There's a few Magic School Bus episodes that I found that kind of correlate to what he'll be learning, so they can watch those together. We did do a couple like group projects with them, which was really cute. They did a couple of like big poster boards together where they made, I think one of them they did like a panda or something. They researched an animal and they put together this poster, and then they presented it to me and my husband, and it was really cute and fun, and they love doing that kind of stuff. So we're definitely going to incorporate a lot of that again. And that's pretty much it. We're just going to be more hands-on the second half of this year, more flexible with our time. I want to focus on ending this year. I don't know, obviously their education is important, and we're going to focus on that, especially with my son, because he needs to meet his standards and everything. But I also want it to be fun, and I just want my kids to be happy. Hey guys, it is a new day. It is a few days after the clip you just saw, and I realized when I was editing that my camera died. I had no idea. So what I was saying is that I just want to have fun for the end of the school year, and I want my kids to be happy, and that is what our focus is right now. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.